Hello and welcome everybody to another PsychCoffee Plays Chained Echoes video. So if you have not been keeping up with my posts, I had already recorded this video. I put a whole hour in, went through a dungeon, defeated a boss, and when I got to the editing and I was like, oh, let me pull up the video, it was only like 10 minutes long. So for some reason that I still don't understand, the entire video was just stopped at like 10 or 11 minutes when I had recorded for a whole hour, and it never said anything, never told me anything. So I spent most of the rest of today after that happened trying to figure out OBS. So this is a whole new program. So if there's anything different from before and you're wondering what's up, good or bad, it might be OBS. We're trying it out here. Hopefully it works well. With that, we're going to get into this. First thing, if you're liking my content, I would ask that maybe you like the video. I mean, you know the drill at this point. If you've been on YouTube for even a week, you know how it goes. Liking, subscribing, and all of that. It helps the algorithm tell other people that this content's good and worthy of being watched. So every like really helps, at the very least. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But you know how it goes. And I got to share my my like, subscribe little plug as always. With that, we are going to get into this. I'm just going to run through what we've already done, or what I've already done, almost exactly as best I can. So this video might be less than an hour long. And the reason for that is just because I want to get back to where we were at when I first finished the recording. So that we can get back to new stuff that we can experience together. I've always found with Let's Plays, it's a little boring when someone already knows what's going on in the game and they're not really reacting or commenting as much. So I'm just going to run it because I already know what's going to happen. And I even know what the boss looks like, who we're going to fight, all of that. And I don't want you guys to have to sit here where I'm like, yep, that happened, or whatever. So we're just going to run into it. Hopefully going to save myself a little bit of time here. I don't know where this guy is. When I first did the Let's Play, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just a random chance of him coming in, but when I was running up here the first time through, I hit that guy. He was there, and I accidentally ran right into him and had to do a fight. I ended up having to leave and run away. So we're just going to try and grab some of this stuff here and kind of sprint our way to this dungeon. It's a cool dungeon. I love it. I'm really excited to share it with you guys. I was really sad because it's such a cool thing going on here that it couldn't be done in real time with you, but well, it isn't called the Temple of the Purple Flame for nothing. Ooh, I'm relieved. That was obviously my biggest fear going into this place. I wonder who keeps these flames going. Probably the master of this place. Whose corpses are these? Some adventurers, it seems, but it's strange. Going by their clothes, they've been dead for quite some time, but their flesh hasn't completely rotted yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they start moving. Oh, come on, everyone. Can we leave all these creepy stories for fairy tales and continue? Are you scared? Scared? Me? Of fairy tales? Oh, come on, darling. Fine. Let's move on. Gotta grab all the loot. Zombies are just fairy tales, right? Nope. I will say there is a really cool thing that a synergy I learned about that I didn't know until just now. So I'm gonna share it with you guys if we can. Hopefully there's not too many frame issues here. That might be OBS. I'll have to work on that, figure out if there's a way to make it work better so it's not giving any issues. So I apologize if this video is like that. We're going to keep it short. This is definitely a little bit of an OBS tester video as well, but hopefully I can get the content out to you guys so you can at least follow along in the story as we work through this together. I do need to switch over how everyone is formed if I'm going to do the synergy better. For now, we're just going to do Poetic March. I will say, Lene gets just destroyed in this whole entire dungeon and boss battle, everyone that I encountered constantly targeted her and only her. It was very annoying, to be quite honest. Is that dead? Yes. Okay. I'm not going to spoil just yet. Oh, man, we went through skills. I upgraded everything. We're going to wait. We're going to wait on skills until we get close to the boss battle. Then I'll upgrade everything here. Let's just go into formation. I want... Let's see if I remember how I did this. I want Rob with Glenn. That worked really well. Lene by herself. Victor by himself. And then I'm going to move Lene to where Victor is. I'm not sure if that changes up how they fight, because I can't really tell if it might be like a hidden role that they do, like a D&D role of like initiative. If you've ever done D&D. If not, you roll a die, you get a number. The higher the number is, the higher your initiative, and the highest initiative goes first, and it goes down the line from there. And it kind of feels like that's what they're doing here. Let's start on the right side here. Parashumes, those are things that you can hit in battle, and it paralyzes the enemy. They're actually pretty cool, pretty useful. Can't go this way. Now, okay, she's always starting first, so I think that it is initiative roll, because it changes depending on each battle. It doesn't really matter what position they're in, but we'll just keep it this way. Because of they're gonna attack me again. We're gonna hit this first. The paralyzing spore makes it so that they get hit with paralyzed debuff, and there's a chance that procs and they are paralyzed for the turn. Poetic March, everyone. Alright, now here's the synergy that I learned about that was so cool, guys. So, Oil Slash. I've been saying I have no idea what it's useful for. You guys, if you know about this game, have probably been screaming at me. So, Oil Slash inflicts them with oil, and the thing I didn't realize is that anyone that has the oil affliction is now weak to fire. So as you see here, almost 400 points of damage done. Now these guys, they suck. They're really tough to fight because they will bite you. They do this bite move that hits you with poison and takes a ton of your HP and restores their HP. It's really tough. I don't know if he's going to last much longer. This guy's almost dead. Who's next? Killian? He'll do a wide attack. So let's get this guy with oil. Right? Well, it's wide swing. Hopefully it takes out that first zombie. He's dead. Awesome. Now we're going to heal everyone so that our guys don't immediately die. Alright. And now fire thrust on him. Gonna do super amounts of damage. See? And like these fights took so much longer when I didn't know about that. So I'm really happy I figured that out. I'm glad I can show that to you guys and we can stop having fights last quite as long, because synergies are a thing in this game. So I'm really happy to have that now. The other thing that's really cool, or I guess the nice thing about the recording going bad, is I decided not to overwrite my save game. I had almost done it, and I was like, I'm gonna leave that just in case something goes bad. I had this feeling that something might go bad towards the end of the stream or the Let's Play video, and so I didn't overwrite the save, and I'm really grateful for it, so you guys can actually enjoy this content with me. These guys are ghosts. They're pretty interesting. When you hit them with physical damage, they sometimes get a physical resist buff, so now they won't take any physical damage. And the same thing happens sometimes when you do magic attacks on them. Not all the time, but some of them do physical and some of them do magic resistance. So it makes it really interesting what you're going to do here. So like, Lene became very, very important in some of these battles here. What were they weak to? Their strengths and weaknesses are different than anything we've seen yet, with light and darkness. The light being the shiny thing and the darkness being that like face. We can also steal, so we should probably switch out Killian for the thief so we can get some good loot off of them. For now though, I'm going to actually save my TP until we get some oil on them. We're just going to do a normal attack, which won't do anything because it's just a physical attack. But that's okay. I don't want to use my TP. He can't do any physical stuff, but he can do oil slash still. The oil will still apply, which is great. I hate that move. It hits everyone for a decent amount of HP. It's difficult to deal with. Now we're gonna Poetic March everyone. Boost them all up. And then we could do, well, we can't actually do much other than healing. We'll save that for my Bard. We're actually gonna switch him out. Something else I didn't notice before is that when you switch your characters out, it actually lowers the overdrive, that meter up there. It lowers it down a little bit, which is really nice. So it gives you a reason to switch them out as well, to like reduce your overdrive meter. So that's really good. Now none of those are going to work, but Pilfer should still work. We're going to try and take some stuff from them. There we go. And then you, who has oil? You have oil? Gonna do fire attack. I think that hit them pretty good. Yeah. So now we're gonna do oil on this one. Awesome. Just the whisper again. We're gonna counter it by using my Bard to heal all. Linnea just needs more health. Linnea is so weak, I realize. Like, she's a glass cannon right now. Every time that people, like, they get hit, Linnea is always the first one to go. And has, like, the least amount of health and durability. I don't know what's wrong with, like, what I'm doing wrong here. I might just need to give her some better equipment. So, we missed. So, we're going to have to try that steel again, maybe. If we get another chance. Hit this one with Fire Thrust since it has the oil. It does a ton of damage. And now... we can't do a normal attack. We could lend energy. It doesn't really matter much. They're both physical resistance still. Can't switch out to anyone. Actually, we can. Let's do that. Switch out. I think you have just physical attacks still. I wonder if poison would work. If they'll get hit with poison. No? Not at all. Okay. That was worth a shot. This is a very magic heavy battle. Gotta watch out for our overdrive here, but they're both really weak, and hit with magic will work, so we can do that to try and take them out. There we go. And then she is up. You can't steal anything. I don't think he has any moves that will work, but switching him out and then using recall training will bring our overdrive down, so we can at least do that. And then finish off with Fire Thrust. Boom. There we go. So those battles are pretty exciting. They're difficult though. And once we get to the... I know where the boss battle is going to be. So once we get to that point, I will be taking a minute to do a bunch of stat upgrades that I think will be useful. 3 zombies. Should be fun. We could do the poison, the paralyzed, but we're just going to start with... The other thing I'm realizing right now, playing through this again, is this doesn't happen every time, but sometimes the enemies will have bonus loot. So a couple of the enemies I fought last time had bonus loot available. So it's interesting to see that they don't have that. I think with 3 guys here and wanting to get through this fast, we'll build up our ultra move pretty soon again. So we're gonna go ahead and do it with Killian, since they all take physical damage, and it's going to do a lot of damage to them. Did the ultra move reduce my... Okay, so doing the ultra also reduces that. That's cool. It reduced my overcharge rating. Sonic March to boost them all up. I think we hurt them a lot. And, okay. One of you has oil on you. You? Yeah, I did a decent amount of damage. There we go. Almost 300 points. Our poor Bard. Okay, oil slash on this one now. We're in overdrive mode. I'm glad you didn't hit my Bard, although you poisoned me. That's not good. We could do wide swing. I kind of want to take out that one guy. Is it worth taking out that one guy, or should I... or should I heal? Take someone out, heal someone. Let's take someone out. Takes one guy out of the equation, so at least there's that. Oh man, he resisted the poison though. That's good. Who has oil? You do. There we go. Took another one out. Now heal everyone so we don't all die. And then again, You see how the synergy is working out super nicely? We're taking enemies that have a ton of health and just taking all of it out. Now, instead of doing wide swing, we are going to do helping hand. I know that that's going to hurt the overcharge, but Linné is next. I just don't want him getting hurt if Linné doesn't manage to kill this guy off. But she did, so we're good. Get some more gold. Get some more loot. There's loot everywhere. It's great. I'll let you guys know right now a little secret as doing this Let's Play. And when stuff like that happens where your recording like crashes and all of that, man, the amount of anxiety and paranoia that the recording is not working is astounding. So I'm sitting here playing, trying to enjoy it, but in the back of my mind, I'm also looking over at OBS like, are you still recording? Are you working? Please tell me you're working, right? It's a whole thing. Oh yeah, there's this character. When I arrived here, everything was covered in darkness. The master of this place allowed me to light this place up. Since then, more and more travelers have visited these halls. I have no idea who that is, because right after the boss battle, I ended it there. So I have no idea who they are yet, but they do appear a couple times. All right, we're back in it. She starts out being the fastest moving one, so she always goes first, which you'd think is good, but I'd love it if Glenn went first, so I could hit with oil attack and then immediately follow up with fire thrust. So I'm not sure if there's a way, because as you see here, now it's like Linné, then Glenn, then the Bard, whose name I constantly forget, and then Killian after the two ghosts, but it wasn't that way in the last battle, so I'm not sure how the initiative works here. But she almost always goes first, so there's something to it. I'm probably gonna look it up after this Let's Play, just so that when we go into the next one, we can know how to strategize better. Also, we can steal stuff from them, so we might want to do that with Sienna. Now, oil slash, your magic resistance. So that's the other thing, is now we don't want to do oil slash on him, or on this ghost, because it's not gonna matter at all. Because her attacks won't hit it. So we want to do oil slash on this one. And now Poetic March to boost all of our attacks. Get hurt a little bit. Now Killian, we're actually going to switch you out. It kind of works out well because she does a lot of physical damage, which makes her almost useless when they're physical resistance, but when they're magic resistance, it works really well because we can just attack that one, make them bleed and do all this stuff. Man, we missed the steal. Okay, whatever. Who's got the oil? You do. So much damage. It's so nice. And now they're both magic resistance. So now we're gonna have to change our tactics up completely here. We're gonna cross slash so that we can take this guy out. Boom. There we go. Sterile mucus we got. Nice. Pilfer. Should we pilfer? You know what? Let's X slash. Stealing the stuff from them is nice, but I'd rather them not destroy my team or make me use items. We use Poetic March. We don't really need to. Magic resistant, so we could just do a basic attack. Let's just heal everybody. Top them all off on their health. And then magic resistance still, I believe, so we're just going to do a normal attack. We got Petal Storm activated, that's awesome. And then Cross Slash, maybe that finishes it off. It did, awesome. There we go. Yeah, these fights, now that I know what I'm doing, they feel a lot easier. And if you, it looks like I know where I'm going on this, I obviously do. I know where most of the loot is. That's the same, Dark Resistance. I can't wait till we get to an upgrade station so I can upgrade an armor piece to have Dark Resistance. Hey visitors, how do you like my flames? Sadly, they're not strong enough for the lighthouse yet. I still got a lot to do. It's okay. I like the flames. They add some nice color and flavor to the whole thing. It's nice. Look at all the water flowing in. The place is barely holding together. This place is at least a century old. hope it can hold a few more hours. Got some more ghosts in here. Ultra move's almost ready. I think we're going to save that. Boss is coming up soon. Like I said, this will probably be a shorter video just to kind of catch us up. And I apologize for that if you were hoping for the hour-long video, but it catches us up, gives you some content in a faster manner. And it helps me out too with recording, so I can continue recording without having to do quite as much. And then if this does break down for some reason, in some way, again, because of OBS, it's not a whole hour that's wasted here. Are they resistant yet to anything? No. Okay, we're gonna do wide swing. Got a critical off, that's nice. I think when we do our skill upgrades, we're gonna be really strategic with it. So now they're both physical resistance. I am learning that about the ghosts, is that I think that it kind of depends on what you hit them with that deals a lot of damage first. So if you do a physical attack that deals a lot of damage first, then they put up the physical barrier, which we kind of want so that we can do that whole oil synergy. So right now, since they're physical resistant, we're just going to start hitting them with the fire because it still does a decent amount of damage. Oh, we got a critical on him. Wait, did we hit him with oil yet? Why was that a weakness? It's not normally a weakness. I don't know. Maybe I am... I guess I just habitually put on oil slash. I don't even know. And that's what I get for not paying attention. Their health is going down a lot. Okay, almost there. We should probably switch out. Yeah, let's do that. And then pilfer. Because we can't do any physical attacks, but we can steal. So let's try and steal. There we go. Because we need those upgrades. Will they survive? They'll survive long enough for my bard to get a nice heal off. You might say, why not just use the bard to use magic attacks? I could. But with my team being so focused on physical, it's better to kind of just... There we go, another thick hide. It's going to pull us out of overdrive. That's not good, but we need to take one out. It's worth it. And the bard's up next, so we're just going to do pressure point. Finish it off. There we go. I gotta tell you guys, I am loving this game because, you know, a lot of games you'd kind of bounce off. You're just like, I'm done. I couldn't record it. I don't really want to play that whole hour again. With this one, it's like, I'm actually genuinely having a lot of fun, even though I am rerunning everything I just did. And that's really kind of nice. I'm really liking that. It's so enjoyable to play again. Okay. I believe, yeah, this is, we're going to go on the path towards the boss. I'm not going to say how or when or whatever, but, so we're going to take a minute here. We're pretty early on in the video, so we're going to take a little bit of time here. Feel free if you don't want to see, if you just want to see the battle, but to skip ahead if you really want to. But I feel like it's really important with these games to understand the synergies and what's going on. So let's start with settings skills. Do we have any extra grimoire? No. Okay. So we're just going to be leveling up. Each person has enough for at least one level up, if not two. So we're going to focus. For him, we're going to do oil so that it goes for even longer, for 3 turns. And then we can start working towards the TP10. So it's hardly taking any TP away to do that. It's pretty nice. So we're going to do that oil level up. Now that we figured out how to synergize that, it's actually become one of my... I was saying, like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't like it at all. It's probably become my favorite thing to use with Glenn. Now he has 123. Does he have enough for a passive? He does. We could boost his fire resistance up to 20. I don't know if it's worth it, though. He has other passives that might be better. I think I'm going to save his SP for either another skill here, like Armor Break would probably be good to upgrade, or for a different passive. Because after every boss encounter, you get a Grimoire Star, so we'll get one of those at the end of this. For Victor here, he has a lot of SP to use. Poetic March is really good, and so is some of his heal stuff. I almost definitely want to upgrade this one so it costs less to heal everyone. I almost want to save. I almost want to save up to just get that 3rd tier already so we can heal even more. But I think we'll... Either way, I can't really buy anything there. I could buy some stuff here. I definitely need to look at and see if Lene has some defense stuff. You know what? Let's take a minute here. Learn skills, Lene. What does she have in terms of defense? She has like nothing. Blind resistance, sure. Wind resistance. But there's, other than this little health point booster, there is nothing here that like gives her more resistances. I need to look at their equipment too before this battle. Let's go back to set skill. Victor, you could get some defense up. You could probably do 2. Mind up and defense up. That could be really nice. Raising it to 20% would actually be really helpful since he's our bard. Keeping him alive. You know what? I think that's worth it. Poetic March and Heal All being at level 3 would be really good. But I think it's going to be worth it to keep him alive so that he can heal people up better. And it's really cool because he has that the class that he has. He actually gets a second Mind Up thing. So if we boost both of those to max rank, he will have 60% mind defense. Or an increase of 60%, I think, is how that works. So I think that's really useful. So let's go ahead and upgrade his mind and his defense just so that he can take a little bit more hits. That'll be nice to have on hand so he stays alive. Now this is Killian. We could do one thing. The wide attack is probably the best because it does more damage to everyone. But the healing is pretty good too because that's a decent amount of HP to heal up. I haven't seen agility being used all that much. I'm still not sure if agility has anything to do with like dodging attacks or if it has to do with your turn order. And then recall, I've hardly used it at all. So I think we're going to go with wide swing. These two will probably stick around, and leg, aim, and recall training will probably change as we get some new attacks to use. But yeah, I think we're going to go with wide swing. It's his best move. It just attacks everyone. It's really good. Now we've got Lene here. She has no passives right now. She just has attacks, and her defenses are so low. I'm realizing that looking at her defense. 31 defense, 31 magic, or mind, is very low. She has some high magic attack, but not much in the way of defensive. So we're probably going to look at switching her armor up with someone else so that she can take a few more hits, because she's been, even the last time I played, and you can probably already see it now, she has been my tank, my DPS character, but she's so weak right now. I think comparatively she might have the lowest amount of health. No, technically Rob has the lowest amount of health, and his defenses are pretty low too. So if Rob was out more often, he'd probably be getting hit a lot as well. I might just have Rob out more often so that he can sort of pull some of those hits that normally go to her because the enemy's targeting the weakest character, it looks like. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead. What do we want to do? I think Fire Thrust. I think I did Cleanse the first time, but considering the oil synergy with fire, we're gonna do Fire Thrust because unless they're strong against fire naturally, using the oil from Glenn is gonna make Fire Thrust so much better. No, this one. Which I think we upgraded. Yeah, we upgraded Oil Slash, so it just makes sense to upgrade the Fire Thrust to do even more damage. Now, Rob here, thinking back on what I chose before, I think I'm actually going to choose the Explosion Trap. That seems to be a really good one to just throw out. You put it in front of someone, and then if they're getting attacked, that also deals damage to the enemy, which is really nice. He actually has some really cool moves. It's just he's so weak, it's hard to keep him out all the time. I might mix him up with someone else, or give him his own space. I don't know. I'm not sure how to rope him into this yet because he's really good, but he's also really weak. So let's go ahead and get his Explosion Trap up. He has a little bit for counter cure, so if he has an ailment on himself, and he gets hit, physically, he has a 40% chance to cure himself. And initially, I thought that that wasn't a really good skill, but I saw it in action a couple times during the Let's Play that got lost, and it was working really well. So we're going to go ahead and give him that upgrade as well. So, like, for example, if he gets poisoned and then gets physically hit, there's a chance that the poison disappears. So it could work itself out. He still gets hit, which isn't that great, but to remove the poison would take away some of that pain. So he's not just getting stomped on. And now Sienna. Last time I think I did X/, so it did more bleeding for more turns, which is good. But if you really look at it, Petal Storm is only 10 TP, and yes, it doesn't always activate, but when it does, dealing 3.2 damage to something is an insane amount of damage. That might be the most physical damage that any of the characters could do. Actually, if you look at it, Wide Swing is 1.3, Cross Slash is 0.7. Oil isn't even like a main, like none of these are main attacks. No one has, the only physical attacks that there are don't even do nearly as much as that. Even Power Shot only deals like 1.8 right now. So yeah, we're gonna get Petal Storm upgraded. And she still has a decent amount. So we can do this one, which is pretty nice too. Even though I don't really know what agility is for fully, I think that it's useful to have a booster to agility when you're getting attacked. Again, you never want to get attacked, but if you can get some bonus out of it, it's worth it. Equipment. We're gonna change equipment. Sorry, I'm trying to be as quick as I can with this and explain it as we go. The sturdy Akaton. Can we switch it out to anything else that would give you more defense? No. Somehow no. That is the most defensive thing you can have. What do we have? What does this do? Gives you magic? We're gonna swap it, probably. What is this? What is the Swift Sandals? It's got a slot to it. What's your sandals do, dude? It does a thing. I don't... What does it do? It adds a crystal slot? Is that all it does? It adds something. I can't remember. Anyways, he can have the Swift Sandals, I guess. Or maybe I should give them to Glenn? You know what? Maybe the Swift Sandals does something. Where do I find that? Maybe under inventory. Items. No. Equipment. Add an accessory. I can't look at it at all. Utility crystal, more rare drops. I'm honestly not sure what that's doing. Items. It's not in... We have a lot of loot. Materials, key items, usables. Equipment. Let's go to equipment. Remove it. It adds that little purple thing at the bottom. But I'm not sure what that does. We're going to assume that maybe it makes you faster, so you start combat first and rolls. Hopefully. I'd love for Glenn to go first and Nene to go second. And then we can't really give her too much. I think we're going to give her the Titan helmet at the very least, so she has more health, because she's just getting hit hard. And we'll give him the medallion that adds a little bit to his magic, since he's pretty powerful as he is. I mean, she doesn't really need help with her magic. She's got 49 without that upgrade, so giving him up to 40 was going to be very useful. Okay, I think we've done a good job with putting this all together. We're at 30 something minutes. Let's go fight this boss. Oh, we should talk to you first. If I were you, I would turn back immediately. I'm thankful to my master for allowing me to stay here and research the flame, but he isn't very nice to other visitors. We'll take our chances, I guess. Alright. Darkness, my old friend. And here he is. Beast with like 1,000 swords sticking out of him. Okay, this is the boss battle, guys. Here we go. We're actually going to start... Should we start with leg aim to lower their agility? They also have a steal on them. And then there's an ultra move. We're going to save that, I think, for the bard. I think we're going to need to use heals eventually. So we're going to do leg aim. Try and drop his agility down a bit. So the speed thing didn't work. I don't know what the sandals do. I'll have to look that up too. Fire thrust. A little bit of damage. Poetic March. Boost everyone up. There we go. Overdrive is ready. We're going to oil slash him. Just smacks our bard. Fire thrust. Awesome. See how much more damage that does? We did like 130 the first attack. After the oil, it did like 300. Alright, so now that we've hit him with leg aim, we're actually going to back out for right now to her so she can deal some more physical damage to him. We're going to hit him with X slash so he starts bleeding. We want to get some serious damage on this guy as soon as we can. He's tough. Oil slash again. And then we've already done Poetic March. We could do Earth Drums. What was it your weak? You don't have weaknesses or strength. Valor would make it so our TP is all regenerating. Let's do that. Our health is okay for right now. Although this attack hurts too. Alright, we still have that ultra move. We're okay. Could do X slash. Other people have... Like, she has cleanse if we have to use that. No, you know what? I think we'll survive. It'll be close, but our overdrive will survive. We'll do this attack. She'll do fire attack, and then he can do the oil slash, which I believe is a down orange arrow, so we should be okay. Nice. Good damage. Oh, I forgot he can interrupt. And now we're here, and those things are in. Alright. So... we could do fire. We're going to do it so we can hit him hard. That's going to put us into overdrive, but we'll just quickly do oil slash. I'll bring us back down a little bit. Now we have an attack skill. He goes after me, so we're probably going to go into the overheat mode if we're not careful. So we're going to go ahead and heal at the very least. Could also do my ultra move to bring us down. She's up next. You know what? It's time to do the ultra move. On the Dream Eater? Yeah. I love this move. I love these ultras. They're so cool. So we got an agility and crit buff and dealt almost 200 damage. So that's pretty good. Gonna hit him for another 300. Don't worry about the guys in the back. I know. I'm a little concerned about killing them, though. Cross slash would bring us down. It takes away our oil, but it's okay. She needs to heal up anyways. We're going to go ahead and do it. So there is a trick. When you kill those orbs, it actually does something. I don't want to do the fire one, though, because what he does is he blows up the whole battlefield, which is not good. Okay, who is after me? The Bard for heals, and then Lene again. So that could be useful. This would hit everybody, but I don't know if I want to do that with Lene's health being so low. Just extend that bleed so it keeps proccing. You're going to heal everybody. I wish it was better, but it's okay. Now we're in overheat. That's fun. I need an attack item. What we're going to do is eat a meal, which doesn't overheat us more. We're going to do cross slash. Now that everyone's full health, we can manage to deal with that. See, when he gets hit, he blows up on everybody. Now, Pilfer. Pilfer is great. He has something to steal, which I did it last time. I hope it works. It did. Silver breastplate. Like, that's such a cool item. Alright, our health is getting low. Glenn's health is getting low, so... How's our Poetic March going? We still have the buff on it for 2 more turns. Our overdrive is okay for right now. I don't know if the overdrive will last until we get to someone else that can do blue, though. We're gonna do this to lower our overdrive. I think Glenn will manage. There's so much strategy in this. I actually really love it. Should we do this or X slash? He's already got bleed, so we're gonna do the Yokogiri because I think it does 0.1 more damage. Like, I think that the X slash is just normal damage. Okay, where are we at? Lene? Do you have your... No, okay. I'm gonna do fire. He's getting hurt by that poison. We're gonna actually switch out for Rob. Rob is going to hit with a poison shot. He interrupts. He resummoned the orbs and now he's gonna do an attack. Oh no, he did that. So he can also do a health regen. Do these guys have a steal? No, they don't. Okay. We could do that, which is going to hurt everyone, but our Bard is next. We're going to do that. I don't think it takes them out, though. Yeah. Healing everyone is great that that's our thing to cool us down, so we're going to heal everyone. Hopefully we get our overdrive soon so that maybe we can do the Bard's healing as our overdrive. Perfect. Cleanse works. Our rolls are going really good right now. Cleanse some of his health regen. Now that he's still poisoned, right? Yeah, okay. So Explosion Trap would bring us down, which is good. We're actually going to do Pandemic. Spread that poison to the other guys. There we go. And now Petal Storm on him. That's a great option. Oh, it was a critical too. Awesome. But I think our critical buff is gone now. She's a really interesting character, Sienna, where it's like you want to boost up the critical and then use it specially for something. Poetic March, it looks like what we're doing here to bring our overdrive down. And then we could do Fire Thrust. How's our TP doing? Pretty low. We could get a booster by killing the Spirit Orb. Let's do that. And then our Ultra move is set up. We're just going to have to survive till we get to the Bard again so that we can get some health regen going. Everyone's health is so low, I'm a little worried to do this one. We're going to do it. We want to take that Fire Orb out so it stops hitting us as much. Gives us one more hit, and that's it. Oh, we have to go through so many turns before the Bard is up again. Okay. We're gonna do a poison shot or a power shot. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a ton of damage, but it's something. We're gonna swap her out, which brings our overdrive down a little bit. And then do Helping Hand on Lene, and we'll switch Rob out next time we get to him, so we can get the oil stuff going again, so we can do some more damage. We're gonna do our Ultra, right? Yeah, Ultra. Brings down our overdrive a lot, which is nice, and then it's gonna give everyone health regen and TP regen. I think it fills everyone's TP up. Yeah, everyone gets full TP, and then they get health and TP regeneration. Now, Rob here, we're going to go ahead and switch him out. Oh, I'm still poisoned. Okay, that's good to know. Gonna hit him with Oil Slash though. Alright, we're gonna have to revive him with our Bard here. But for now, we're gonna hit his agility again. Fire Thrust. Told you guys, he's a tough boss. But it looks like we're almost there. If I remember right, we're almost there. He's doing his regen again. I wish I could do Poetic March. We have the buff though. I do need to revive Glenn. This is such a weird animation. I love it. He hardly has any health though. Oh man. Helping Hand on? Recall Training is what's gonna... Who's next? She doesn't have any blue. She doesn't have any heals either, and he needs that too. We're just gonna have to risk it. We need to heal him up. And what we'll do... it's gonna put us into it, and then he's up, which is gonna hurt us so much. Items. What can we do? What can we do? It's a buff overdrive, so if we do this, it'll bring it down. So at least we're not going into the overheat, which damages everyone even more. Okay. He's got to be dead soon. So Oil Slash, which brings us down. He got hit, which isn't good. Awakened Spirit. Perfect that reduces our overdrive, so we're going to heal him up. And here I thought this video was going to be shorter than an hour, but we're looking like we're going to be close to that hour anyways. Alright, we need to switch out Killian here when we get the chance to. Although it doesn't look like we're going to get the chance before everyone gets to go again, so... Still, we got to hit him as hard as we can. He'll die soon. Hopefully. I hit him with another oil. I know Armor Break is good too, but I mean, 300 damage with that oil is great. Oh, that's fun. Okay, this is great. We're gonna heal. And then we're gonna Fire Thrust for more damage. At some point we'll regen him, or we're gonna win! There we go. Finally. I told you, that oil synergy is OP. It changes the whole entire thing. Got an Angel Wing, Grimoire Shard gained, SP gained, and then also there's that equipment. So we're gonna spend a few minutes in the last bits of this episode here equipping everyone with their new awesome gear. The silver breastplate, he could equip it. So could Victor. It's interesting that he has a perk that allows him to have heavy armor. Like you could go for, I don't know, some sort of battle mage in a way, battle bard. His TP would be reduced a ton, but he'd have a decent amount more defense and health. But I mean, he's doing okay, honestly. If anything, I wish that Linnea could have the silver cuirass, but no, can't have that. Could give it to Killian. I almost want to give him the doublet. The doublet seems like it would help him out a lot with his health, with everything, really. What about you? You can only wear the doublet, so you're going to be wearing the doublet then. So we have to choose Killian, Victor, or Glenn. I think it's going to go to Glenn here so that we can keep him alive to do that oil attack. If we can keep Linnea and Glenn alive, we have hope. I still don't know what those do. Whatever. We'll get there. That's the breastplate, and then we got Revive. Everyone gets one Grimoire, so let's learn something here. I think we almost have enough for some skills. Some of them do, I think. HP up just raises HP even more. Agility. I don't know what that does, though. I wish they'd tell you. Maybe they did, and I'm just dumb and I missed it. There's nowhere that tells you what all these things do, though, which is kind of a bummer. All right. What are you getting? See, if we wore a heavy armor set, our damage would be reduced by 10% on top of the damage reduction we get from wearing heavy armor. So it might be good to start investing in some heavy armor bonuses for him. For now, though, I think we're just going to go for a straight 2 defense booster. Something simple. They're all getting like level up stats as well, which is really nice. For Killian, it'd be good to maybe have attack up. That'd be good. And then we can maybe start putting some levels into those. For her, it kind of sucks because she doesn't have any health boosts or any defense boosts at all. She is so strong. She's the glass cannon mage type of build where she has like no health and no defenses at all, but she can hit like a truck when she gets the chance to. So it's all about trying to keep her alive. In which case, I think the best thing to do would probably be TP up. I've not encountered anyone that does wind attacks that's worthy of this skill, so let's do that. For Rob, I think just a basic defense up's good. And then Sienna getting critical up is really good since her attacks can hit really hard, and that will balance well with her other critical abilities. So now that we've done that, we can learn certain skills, or we can upgrade some of them. Maybe. He is 1 point away from getting one of these up. What about these? He cannot get his HP leveled up, but he could do the fire resistance. Not that I'm really looking. That one's probably going to go as soon as we can get it out of there. For now, we're going to just save until we can fight one battle and get like armor break up. That would be a good one. He only has 40, so nothing there for him. Killian has 63, so nothing's going to work there. 118, nothing for Lene. 56 is almost definitely nothing. And Sienna has 72. Can't do anything there. Okay. So with that, guys, that is where I got to the last time. All of that. Wow, still took me almost an hour, a little bit less because I knew what was going on in those battles. But yeah, I'm glad that I could give you guys some good content. I'm actually kind of glad that it ended up being around the 50-minute mark or so that you guys don't feel like you're missing out because of a technical issue on my end. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you are enjoying this stuff, it means so much to me if you guys could just hit the like button. If nothing else, if you could just click that like button if you're enjoying this content. It really means so much. And you guys know how it works on YouTube. Everyone says that, but it really does mean a lot. If you could see the stats and how the algorithm and stuff works and all of that, I feel like you guys would understand. But that's enough plugs and pushing on that front. I really appreciate you guys watching this. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm doing my best to create the best content that I can for you guys. Let's plays, Game Pass news and updates, all that stuff is coming back in January as we finish up with chilling out with this Let's Play here, and we start back up with Game Pass picks and all the like. So, with all that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll leave you with this. May your days be filled with games, and your life be filled with fun. Until next time, everyone, have a good one.